if you know me, you know I love paper crafting. And in order to paper craft properly, you must have all the latest bells and whistles, which I do. Check this out. This is Spellbinders' newest, latest, greatest. It's called Grand Caliber. And what's so grand about it is, well, there's a lot of things grand about it. First of all, you can fit an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper through it, which means you could put more die templates on it. Secondly, they have a nice little lever here that will lock it down onto the table so you can easily run it through with this handle. I love this machine. It will still cut and it will still emboss, and you can still use all of their die templates that they have. The impressibilities, the nestabilities, all of them. But in order to make the grand even grander, they gave you some grand size die templates, just like this. So in their packages, you still get a variety of sizes, which I love. So I'm going to use this particular design right here today for a project. The other thing I love about the Grand Caliber that is so awesome is that they've made it very easy. They went ahead and they lettered and they labeled all of the plates. So you know which ones to cut with, which ones to emboss with. It's a no-brainer. I'd like to call it super simple. Okay, so here is the project that we're going to make today. It is a gift card holder made out of an old CD case. Love this idea. And once again, it's super simple. So here's the thing that we're going to do first. I'm going to use the two smallest sizes of the die templates, okay? And I'm going to run them through the machine. So let me just show you how great this machine is. So first of all, like I said, it's all labeled. My base plate, I'm going to start there. And I'm going to put my die template on the base plate, cutting side up. And then I'm going to put my paper on. Now, I'm using paper that has two sides to the pattern. And that's important, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you open up your case is clear, you see through it. And because it's clear, you see both sides of it. If yours isn't clear, then you don't need to worry about it, but certainly you want to make sure that you can see, you have double-sided paper. So, okay, my die template's there, and I'm going to put my paper on top of it, and then I'm going to use the cutting plate. How do I know that? Because it says so. Right there, cutting plate. Okay, then I'm going to put that on top of there, just like that. Turn my caliber around. Now all you do is simply run it through. Little lever right here, you just crank it. All that noise you're hearing, that's it. That's normal. It's cutting the paper. I love this. Look at this, comes right out the other end, just like that. Now I'm going to emboss. And all I have to do is remove the cutting plate. You'll see that it's already cut. I put my embossing pad on top of that. And my embossing plate on top of that, how do I know? Because it says so, right there. And run it through again. So now what I've done is I've cut and I've embossed all at the same time. Now because of the bigger plate, you can put a whole bunch of different templates on there, a whole bunch of different sizes. You can create a whole bunch of projects all at the same time. Okay, we'll go ahead and open that up and remove, there's my die template right there. And we're going to just remove the embossing pad. There we go. There you can see where it's embossed here and where it's embossed here. Cut and emboss. Done. Okay, now what I'm going to do is assemble the little kit here. So here's what you want to do. You want to measure the inside of your CD case. They're all just a little bit different. Measure the inside and cut a piece of paper to fit the inside. Now you'll notice this right here. How convenient is that? That is what's left over from the die template I just used. So that works out perfectly. So what you're going to do is you're going to use not only this for the outside decoration, but you're going to use the piece that's left over that you just cut for the inside decoration. So you measure the inside, you cut a piece of paper, fit the inside, and then use your leftover paper to cut that. Now, here's a little tip that's pretty important for you to know. When you go, I'll just use this one right here. When you go to put this inside, you know, you're going to cut it right here. You want to make sure that when you glue it in, you glue the edges only on the outside because you want to leave enough room for your card to fit in. So don't glue the whole thing down because then it'll be ruined. So just glue right along the far outside edges and glue your paper in on top of that. And that way your gift card will fit in nicely. Here's another tip. Because it's clear and you can see the back side, you want to use a special type of adhesive. And what I used is vellum adhesive. Vellum adhesive is for vellum paper, and you can see through vellum paper. So this adhesive you can't see. Pretty cool, huh? And that way when you glue it all in, you won't be able to see the glue lines or anything like that. Okay, so now I've got my bottom piece in. I've got this anchored in to where I'm going to have the gift card. Now I'm going to use the next size up die template and cut out another piece of paper and emboss it so it looks just like this. See how the edges are embossed? Now what I'm going to do is cut this in half. And I'm going to take my smaller piece and my larger piece and I'm going to glue them together and cut them in half so I have a piece that looks just like this. And this becomes the outside decoration of my box, just like that. Now I can show you how the vellum glue works while we're at it. And again, you can't see it, so it's kind of interesting, but it is there. So I'm just gonna go like this, actually. Peel it off. Trust me, the glue is there. And then glue that right onto the top of the case. And that way, when you open it up and you look inside, you can't see the glue once again. Okay, that's pretty much it. Then all you have to do is take a pretty piece. Oh, well, don't forget to put the gift card in. There you go. There's a little sample of how the gift card works inside. And then just take some pretty ribbon. And you can also use one of Spellbinders die templates. They have tag templates to cut out a little tag and print to and from on it. Put it around your case and voila, you have a gift with a gift card in it. I love this idea. But there's so many uses, okay? Here's one for Christmas. There's one for Valentine's Day. And you can do the same thing for DVD cases too. I mean, I think it's just a great idea. So many people are handing out DVDs these days. And if you want to know more about the Grand Caliber, well, all you have to do is visit spellbinderpaperart.com.